Hi guys, welcome back to Ghosties. My name's Natalie.
And I'm Macy, and we've got another listener stories episode for you guys.
Ooh.
I like the change up from the woo.
Yeah, figured I'd switch it up. I'm very excited about this though. This is my favorite.
Me too. We've got a few good ones. We were supposed to record something else tonight, and I got really excited. And I was like, okay, no, we're just gonna record this. So because I had to tell her these. I'm the only one that reads them.
Yeah, I was about to say, I've seen like when people comment them on YouTube or anything, or if they send a DM on Instagram, sometimes I'll peek and I'll see like the very beginning. I'm like, no, I can't read it. I have no idea what any of these are. I haven't seen any. Is this all from the email?
Some of them from email, some of them from DMs.
I've been seeing we've been getting some DMs. I haven't checked any of them.
Yeah, we've got a couple from DMs. So
okay.
I'm really excited. That being said, if you have any of your stories, go ahead and email them to us at ghostiespod@gmail.com. Or, if you want to DM us, we're on Instagram at ghostiespod. You can do that too. We'll take whatever you got. But give us all of your paranormal, freaky, spooky, dreams, cryptid, everything. Our tea. I almost forgot. Our tea this week is also from Republic of Tea. It is called Strawberry Shortcake.
And it smells delicious.
Divine.
Woo-hoo.
Let's go.
I like it.
It's pretty good.
It has like some kind of aftertaste that I don't quite like.
It's kind of like a cream aftertaste to
me.
But
just on the weird side. It smells really good. And the first like taste I like, but after it's kind of like, I don't know.
What do you say? Like middle tier or above middle?
Middle. Yeah,
okay.
I'd say middle. It's nowhere close to like the vanillas and things that we've had, in my opinion.
Yes.
So
that's my opinion. Yep. Okay, well, yeah, I like it. I would drink it again. So our first story, it has come from an email.
Ooh, official.
They say, hi, I've never actually written into any podcast, but I'm so glad you guys somehow popped up on YouTube when you released your first episode. I'm a loyal follower now.
Aw.
Thank you so much.
That means really a lot. Cool.
I know. That's awesome. On to my story. I have lived by myself in my own home for about 4 years now, but last year my brother was going through a divorce and he and my 2 nephews moved in for a while. I live in a 1-story new build home. I have 2 guest bedrooms located toward the front of my house. This is where my brother and nephews were living/staying, and my bedroom is located in the back of the house. One morning, I was getting ready for work and I was curling my hair in the bathroom mirror with one hand and looking down at my phone scrolling through Instagram with the other hand. I briefly looked up and noticed my dog Lola was laying on my bed growling, staring at the ceiling. She immediately jumped down and came and stood next to me in the bathroom. I didn't think much of it and was looking down talking to her, telling her it's okay. I honestly thought she was just mad I was going to work because she's a chihuahua and gets emotional.
I relate.
Well, when I looked back up in the mirror to continue getting ready, I saw the reflection of what I thought was my nephew Jack walk behind me and go into my closet. It scared me and I jumped a little because no one else is usually up at that time. So I turned around and yelled, Jack, what are you doing up? I followed him into my closet to see what the heck he was doing up so early. Well, I walked into my closet and there was no one there. I looked underneath my clothes and behind the door and found nothing. So I walked up to the front of my house to see if Jack was messing with me. And when I opened his bedroom door, he was knocked out asleep. I instantly got full body goosebumps when I saw him asleep because whatever I saw in my bathroom looked real enough for me to speak to it. I went back to my bathroom and just stood there with goosebumps and in shock and started asking my dog what she saw, like she can actually tell me.
I would do the same thing.
I was about to say you do the same thing.
I do.
I went into my closet and looked around again and then just kept replaying what happened in my head. I actually ended up waking up my brother to tell him what happened and he didn't believe me. He kept telling me I was just tired and thought I saw something. Well, fast forward to the weekend. It was my grandma's 96th birthday and we were celebrating at my house. At this point, I had told my mom and cousin what happened, so my mom brought holy water and my cousin is Native American, so she brought sage. They walked around my house blessing and cleansing it. Well, I have attached the video here of what happened in my laundry room, which is on the back side of the house and is right up against my bathroom closet.
There's
a video. I'll show it to you. I'll go ahead and stop right here and show it, and I think she said I can post it in the video, so I'll go ahead and post it.
Oh no, I'm scared.
Check this laundry room.
Did you see the light flash?
Yeah, see? I did say that it was pop.
It's like as soon as she splashes
It's happening.
as soon as she splashes the holy water into the laundry room, the lights flicker.
And then there's a person standing in the closet or the laundry room just like
Did you see that?
My God.
As soon as the water left into the room.
Oh, I hate it so much more than just the story. Why does there have to be evidence?
Yeah.
Oh, is there any? What did she say? Anything else?
Yes, there's more. After this happened, my entire family was concerned, and they all believed me that I actually saw something. Of course.
As do I.
My friend's mom is a historian in our town and did some digging for me. My neighborhood is built right next to, I'm sure at some point in the past, my neighborhood was part of it, a slave cemetery.
Oh no.
It's actually a historical site in Texas. I didn't know because when you drive by, it is gated and the historical marker isn't visible. We have done research on all the people that are buried there, and they worked on the Foster plantation, which was owned by Randolph Foster, one of the old 300 colonists. I can't say this had anything to do with what I saw, but it was interesting to find out the history all because I saw someone in my mirror. First of all, love history. That's the first thing I usually ask people when they tell me stories. It's like, did you look up any of the history of the land? And I love so much that she looked into it.
But did I not say a while back, I don't know if it's in the episode or if we were just talking about it, that I could never live in an older home. I would have to have a new build home. She's in a new build. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm going to be renting forever because I need the option to leave.
Well, I asked her if anything else happened, like if the holy water and saging worked. And she said, I only had one other event about a week after the holy water incident. And again, my cousin was with me. I have a nightlight in my living room. And while we were watching a movie, it started flickering like crazy out of nowhere. My cousin and I were just sitting on the couch, frozen in shock. I think we would do the same thing, just like...
Yeah.
Not moving.
Yeah.
She finally got the courage to get up and walk over to the flickering light, and as soon as she got in front of it, it stopped. We ended up not finishing the movie because we were too scared to be in the house. I don't know why those things would randomly happen in a short time period, but I'm just glad that was the end of it.
I really hope that was the end of it.
Me too.
Oh my God. Okay.
Number 1.
Where do we begin?
Kid ghost.
It being a kid.
You
sent
never
me-
know.
She sent me a photo
Sorry.
that she found on Facebook today of a kid's birthday party with a little ghost kid in the back of the mirror. And like,
The caption said like, the only kids at this party are my daughter and her 2 friends and her little brother, and they were all sitting on the couch. And then she went on to say that they thought they had contact with a little kid ghost, but they didn't know like what he looked like or who he was. And they caught him in a picture. She's like, not gonna lie, I was scared at first when I saw this picture.
just
But kid ghosts in general.
the kids, because that's
You
not a
don't
kid.
know. You don't know if it, yeah.
That's not a kid, especially if like the holy water thing.
The holy
Oh
water, that's
my
what I was gonna
God.
say. So the kid ghost already is like, demon. But hopefully not for your sake. Oh, her name is Alyssa, by the way. So thank you so much, Alyssa.
Oh
for
yeah,
sending this
thank you
in.
for saying this. That's horrifying.
We're shocked. We're shocked right now. But hopefully it's not a demon. But the holy water flickering, like making the light flicker and stuff.
That's too much for me.
That
The house would be on the market.
you just like done.
Congratulations on your success and buying a home, but I'm selling it. That's really scary.
Well, she hasn't had anything else happen, so hopefully that's it for her.
I really, really hope so. I didn't like that at all.
I didn't think you would. That's why I wanted to start this episode with this one.
I love that there was a video, and I love when
Me
there's
too.
pictures and things, but actually it made it more real, and I don't like it.
Because it's one thing reading about it,
To
like,
say
oh,
it.
the light flickered, and you're like, oh, spooky. But to see the light just flicker about, yeah.
And then like I was already envisioning the house, but then to see the actual house, I'm like,
yeah.
it makes it so real.
I can't imagine thinking you see your nephew
Mm-mm.
walking behind you. Mirror, also another red flag for me. Seeing them walk enough to so clearly enough for you to be like, hey,
To
what are you
follow
doing?
them?
And follow them into the closet. Closet, another red flag.
All of it, all of it's so bad.
My worst nightmare.
Oh God. Well, I will be closing my bathroom door in the morning to get ready because now I'm scared. I leave it open because like my dogs, they hang out on my bed actually while I get ready in the morning.
I know
God.
this one kind of made me think of you because
And like a chihuahua.
Yeah,
Well, PD is supposed to be a chihuahua.
he's
Undetermined.
something.
He's something. He's cute though. Oh God. Okay. Wow.
Spooky.
That's a good start.
Okay, let's move on. This came from a comment on our, I don't even remember what video it was. So,
Okay.
So for some background info, my house hasn't had any problems with the paranormal since or before this happened. Anyway, from the ages of probably 5 to 7 years old, I would see shadow-like figures fly across my room at night. So I would go to bed like normal, but as I tried to fall asleep, I would see a sort of black void open up in one of the corners of my room. The figures would then float out of it and fly around my room for I swear at least like 20 minutes.
Excuse me?
I would then force myself to close my eyes and fall asleep.
Hello? Okay. Something opened.
A void opened up and
Things flew out of
shadow
it.
figures.
Okay,
would
I just
come out
wanted
of
to make
it.
sure that's what you said.
That's what I said.
Okay.
Okay. Since I was so young, I didn't really tell anyone until my sister saw them too. We were staying at a cabin, so not even my house, which means they followed us. So it all happened like normal, except my sister was awake too. She doesn't remember now, but I swear on my life, I remember this happening like it was yesterday. Nothing like this has happened since, and I'm too scared to Google if it has happened to anyone else. LOL, thanks for reading.
Not only was it in your room, but it went somewhere on vacation with you.
Yeah, so that makes me feel like they're following her. And since it's not the house, it's
Yes.
her.
Oh, wow. I've never heard of anything like that, though.
Me neither. Which I
something
I consume
opening?
a lot of paranormal
Yeah.
information and
I don't.
stories.
But you do.
And yeah, I've never. That just it feels almost like she could see like maybe a portal. There's like a vortex or a portal in her room. Or,
But
I don't know. It follows
with
her.
her.
Never mind. I don't know.
I am concerned. Is there anything?
That's it.
Did you find anything about
Not
it?
in my precursory check. No. But I'll do some digging. Maybe I can find something. I didn't have time to do that
I was
today.
about to say, you didn't already look?
No, I didn't have the time. But I definitely will.
I feel very concerned. Because I don't know what that means.
If you're still here, comment.
Don't go into the portal.
Yeah, I'm
Wow.
not sure. But I know that would scare me so bad.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
Duh.
they said it only happened from the ages of 5 to 7. But that makes it even more like kind of real to me because kids are
You can
a lot
see
more
things.
open to that kind of things.
Yeah.
That kind of thing.
And my first really scary paranormal was I was 6 or 7. So
Mhm.
it's real. And mine was a black shadowy figure. So that's really
Yeah.
weird.
I mean, I've seen
That's really weird.
a handful of black shadowy figures in my time.
That's really weird, though. We have that in common. But yeah, I don't know. If anybody listening knows what that's about, comment. We'll have a little discussion in the comments because I
Yeah.
am very intrigued
If you have any theories.
concerned.
Because my theory is maybe vortex, but the fact that it followed her, like you think
In one
when
spot.
I think vortex, it usually kind of stays in the same spot in the land or the house or whatever it's haunting there. So yeah, if
But-
you've got any ideas on that one, because I'm not sure.
Yeah, and I'm going to read these comments because I really want to know, but I don't know. I don't want to know enough to Google it myself because I don't want things to show up on my
Google it.
feeds
I'll Google it.
because I get scared. So this is my one. Well, we record a few episodes a week lately, but this is my one haunting hour of the week, and I can't have much more. So
Understandable.
I'll leave the research to you, and then I'll read comments.
That's fine.
okay.
So our next story comes from Instagram. So my story is somewhat still ongoing. I'm a freshman in college and I live in a dorm on campus. At the beginning of the school year in August, not long after we moved in, my roommate and I started noticing the posters by her desk were falling down a lot in the middle of the night. As someone super interested in ghosts, I immediately started joking that that's what it was. Really, I thought it was probably the fan that we turned on before we went to sleep. After the biggest poster had fallen a few times, I pulled out my painter's tape and we put a whole bunch on it in an attempt to get it to stay put. I told my roommate I bet it falls down in like 5 minutes, and we turned out the lights. It's worth noting that usually the poster fell well after we were already asleep. This time, about 5 minutes after we turned out the light, it fell.
Oh no.
We weren't really afraid at first because the situation just seemed so comical. After a couple of minutes, reality kind of settled in and we started getting kind of scared because, oh my gosh, something heard me say that and actually did it. I'm Christian, so I started praying out loud and told the ghost that he wasn't allowed to hurt us or anything and to stop messing with the posters. As would I.
Yeah. Seems pretty logical to me.
We went to sleep and things were normal the next day. We put even more tape on those posters just to be sure and went about our business. I called my grandma and she talked me through it, and I wasn't nearly so scared of the ghosts after speaking to her about it. Because when you think about it, the ghost hadn't really actually done anything bad or harmful.
Just doesn't like the posters.
Which, another thing she said, she shares our podcast with her grandma, which
Aww.
made me feel so good because
We
we share this with our Mimi. I send this to her every single week. So hi Mimi.
Hi.
I know you're watching.
Oh my gosh. And hi, this person's grandma.
Oh yeah, hi grandma.
That's cool. Oh my god, I love that.
I know, it made me tear up a little. That next night, before my roommate came back, I talked to the ghost and told him that if he was a good spirit, he could stay, but if he wasn't, he needed to leave.
Period.
I can't explain why I think the ghost is a he, but I'm so sure he is. Which is another thing. You just know. After that, posters stopped falling like I had requested, but other things still happened. The TV menu would randomly open up when it had been on the screen it does when nobody's touched it in a while. There was also one time, and I haven't told my roommate about this because I don't want her to be scared, but it followed me into the bathroom.
No.
I was taking a shower and got a weird feeling, and when I looked at the ceiling, there were water droplets on the ceiling in a sort of semicircle pattern just outside the shower. There was no way I could splash that water up there without doing it on purpose, and certainly not in a pattern.
Oh no.
I told him to get out and stop, not to follow us into the bathroom because that's creepy and disrespectful. I haven't had anything else happen in the bathroom since, so at least he listened.
I guess.
Ugh.
If that makes you feel better.
We started calling him Ghosty, and while my roommate is still kind of skeptical, she'll join in and talk to him sometimes. Love the name.
Mm-hmm.
When I'm alone in the room, especially if my roommate has gone to her parents' house for the night, I talk to him. To anyone, I would probably sound crazy, complaining about my homework and always saying goodnight before I turn our light out.
I think that is
Perfectly normal.
well,
me.
yes, but I think that would help me feel better and not scared if I felt like I had some like control and maybe we were just like friends, you know, maybe it's someone that used to go to the school and that was their happy place and that's where they ended up, you
So
know.
you're just kind of sharing the space, and
Yeah. Or
I
they,
like that too.
yeah, or they like were killed in a frat hazing accident.
I hope not.
And now they're back for vengeance and they hate that band that's on the poster. If it's a band, I don't know. You just never know.
Around Halloween, I bought an EMF reader, partially because I was dressing up as a ghost detective, which seemed appropriate, but also to try and prove to myself that there really was a ghost in that room.
That's cute.
The moment it arrived, I tested it on a bunch of normal stuff, learning what electronics would set it off and all that. Then I went to the corner of the room where the posters were, as that seemed to be his main spot. I got a bit of activity there, but when I put it to the wardrobe, it went crazy, up to level 5, which is the highest level it can go.
Oh no.
It hasn't gone crazy like that since, but there's always a constant 2 or 3 in that area. There are no electronics in that wardrobe or around it, just clothes.
So he's just chilling in the wardrobe.
That made me think of the Conjuring movie.
Oh my god. Yep.
My body just went numb.
I just took a screenshot internally. That is horrifying.
Oh, I hated that.
My chills took so long to load just now, but yeah.
Okay.
Oh no.
Deep breath.
Oh no. Oh my god.
I hate that scene. That's one of
I
the
do
worst
too. That and the clap.
Okay.
Ooh, and college dorms in general always freak me out.
scenes. They're a little creepy, yeah.
I didn't stay in a dorm in college because after like the new student conference, when I stayed in a dorm, I was like, I can't do this.
There's some weird energy there.
It's just like cold and
Yeah.
It felt like a prison cell, at least where I was. Which the dorms we stayed in were newer, so it wasn't as bad. My friends' dorms in college, old, rotted, dusty, and smelled. Yeah, and that's where I would think. I stayed with her one time, and like I was walking down the hallway late at night to go to the bathroom, and I never go to the bathroom at night. Never, ever, ever. Even if I'm home, first of all, don't wake up in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
Ever. If I had to go to the bathroom, I'm like, I'm waiting till morning, and I go back to bed. But for some reason, I really had to go that night, and I had to go out of her dorm and down the hallway
Yeah.
into the communal bathroom, and there's like a big open shower thing, but it's like the circle thing.
Yeah.
So like you don't know who's in there, and the water drip sounds.
Ooh.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's
it's
horrifying. It was so scary.
I stayed in a dorm room in junior high for our cheer camp, and I stayed with one of my best friends, and we had a weird experience there, and I don't know if it probably wasn't paranormal, but anyway, she sleptwalked out of the dorm and woke up on the wrong floor. And when she came back in to our room, all of the lights were on, and I was sitting straight up in my bed. And I don't remember any of it. She said she woke up and was just in the hallway by like the elevator on a totally different floor. Yeah, it was really creepy.
Uneasy.
She told me about it, and I was like, have
I
no
feel like
recollection.
I remember you telling me about the sleepwalking part, but I don't remember the lights and you sitting up.
Yeah, which makes it even more creepy
That
that
is-
I'm just like sitting there like waiting for her,
Scary.
lights all on,
Yeah.
and I don't remember any of it either.
Oh, it was just the two of you in a room?
Yeah, because it was a small dorm room. They just only had
Yeah.
2 little beds.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it was creepy. She was scared.
I'm scared.
As would I be. Anyway, let's get back to our story here. Suffice it to say, I believe in Ghosty, and while he's definitely been a cheeky fella, I don't think he's bad. I can imagine he's the sort of ghost that a lot of people would like to be. Not malevolent, not evil, but definitely mischievous. That's the kind of
Nice.
ghost I want to be.
Yeah.
Since nothing seems to have happened in the dorm building, which used to be a hotel, I've come to think that he's haunting the wardrobe, which came with the room. I don't know where the school got it. To this day, the EMF reader goes off in that area. I feel his presence when I'm alone at night, and the occasional little thing falls over on its own. I'll be moving out of that room in 4 weeks, and I can honestly say that I'm going to miss Ghosty. He certainly made my first year of college something to remember. Sent with love, Taya, I'm sorry, I forgot to ask, from Missouri.
Wow. First of all, thanks for sending that, but I'm okay with that.
Yeah, if there's going to be a haunting, we want a Ghosty.
I'm okay with that. Yeah. It's not, I don't know, it doesn't feel evil.
Yeah,
the
like
whole
she
story.
said, he's just cheeky, and I like that.
Nice. But I would exhaust all resources to find out where the wardrobe came from.
Yeah.
I would go into the archives of whatever.
Though the dorm used to be a hotel, and weird things happen in hotels.
That's true. That is very true. And we were talking about that on the Stanley. Someone on my Snapchat that I used to work with years ago went to the Stanley Hotel. The week that we posted it, she doesn't know our
Really?
pod. She barely knows me.
Okay.
But yeah, she posted a big photo of it. I was like, oh my
Weird
God,
thing.
You would.
I want to go there so bad.
I do too. But yeah, interesting. I really want to know though.
Me too.
But okay, I'm rocking with Ghosty.
Our next story is another email from Laura. Hi, my name is Laura. Okay. Hi, my name's Laura, and I'm a new subscriber. I love listening to you guys, so I've been binging your podcast lately, and I want to share a few of my own personal experiences. By the way, I'm from Europe, so I'm sorry if my English doesn't make much sense sometimes, which it did, so don't worry about it. And thank you. First experience happened very briefly when I was a teenager. I was washing my hands and turned to wipe them on a towel that was hanging on a door, but it moved in a way that is as if a hand was inside of it trying to get out. I froze for a good 5 seconds watching it all happen. When you see something your brain can't explain, you immediately try to rationalize what's going on. I thought my hamster got inside and was stuck in it, so I quickly pulled on it to wipe my hands and ran away from the bathroom because the hamster was not in there.
Oh.
Until this day, it feels like a fever dream, but I know what I saw and it still scares me.
What?
I hate that so much.
I do too.
Just like something was inside of the towel moving it.
I have a towel hanger thing in my bathroom, like right. It's on like the back of the door. So if you shut the door. Oh. I take all of these stories and I just put them in my world.
And how to avoid.
I'm uneasy.
How to best avoid this kind of circumstance.
No, it's like, oh, this is going to happen to me. I'm uneasy.
Oh.
Why was it? Escape?
Wait till this one.
Oh, God.
Second incident was only 2 years ago. I was lying on my side in bed, not sleepy or tired, so I was fully aware of everything around me. My door is facing the end of the bed about 6 feet away. It was open and the hallway was dimly lit by the lights of the other room. I looked at the door and saw a strange shadow. I thought it was the light from the other room. Me being a very paranoid person, I kept staring at it because the shadow still felt off. I decided to move back and forth in bed to see if the shadow maybe moved along the wall or something, but it didn't. I realized it was there, just peeking out of the door frame like a human would, with the shape of the head and shoulders, but not the same height as a person. Its head only reaching the top of the frame, fully black and not moving with the light. When I realized what I was looking at, I immediately turned on my night lamp and looked back. It was gone. I checked multiple times, mimicking the same movements I did in bed before to see if maybe my eyes were weird or something, but no. Later on, I realized that around the corner from my door, I have a mirror. It's almost like this shadow figure was coming out of it and leaning over the door frame to look at me. I know some people use mirrors as portals to travel as astral projection, or those could be any entities. I just hate that we both were aware of each other, and who knows how often it comes back to look at me.
Oh my God.
That one sent chills through my entire body.
I just feel like I got shot. That scared me so bad.
Yeah. I hate that. I hate that so much. I hate mirrors. And the fact that it was just like peeking around her door frame to look at her and they were just staring at each other. I like the idea that maybe it was astral projection. No, never mind.
I don't
changed
like
my mind.
any of
because
it.
if someone's peeking and spying on you while they're astral projecting.
Freak.
That's creepy.
That's weird.
And the fact that she doesn't know how often it comes back to look at her, she said.
That she said that.
Yeah.
You didn't have to say that. You could have just said
mean,
it happened one time.
She said it. I was thinking it anyway. So I'm glad you did. When people send stories, I automatically think of the worst things. And I don't want to send back like, it's a
What
demon. But
yeah. Well, my door will be shut tonight. I leave my door open so my dogs can get water. I will be moving the water into the room and I will be shutting the door. So thank you.
honestly, a good choice. Let's just erase all mirrors from existence.
I have a mirror in my room, but I can't see it from my bed, so
That's good. Well, she couldn't see the mirror either.
there's no way I can see it at all. So
Still, I hate that.
You don't have any mirrors in your room?
Nope.
You don't, do you?
Or in my house.
In your bathroom?
Well, yeah, in my bathroom, but that's it. Oh, I have like a little like mini mirror of Erised from Harry Potter in my office on my bookshelf, but that's it. I don't go in there anyway.
Ryan wants one of those huge mirrors. I know. They're cool in the daytime, but I'd be really scared.
I do like the look of a large antique mirror.
Yeah, but no.
But no.
No.
It's cool to pass by and be like, cool mirror, and then keep walking.
Yeah, if I was going to get a huge mirror, first of all, it wouldn't be like an antique mirror because that's just like asking,
inviting
please come in.
Yeah.
If I was going to get one, I'd get one from Jeff Bezos.
Amazon.
It'd be Amazon. But yeah, I don't know. That makes me really uneasy. And like at night, if I had a huge mirror, just like in the living room or something, I don't think I could do it.
I just
Ryan
know I'm
wants
gonna
like
be...
the huge one.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah, don't do it. I
No.
will never come back.
No.
Or maybe you want that. I don't know.
Sometimes I think I do, but no.
Yeah.
I'm good.
No, thank you. That story though will stick with me probably for the rest of my life. Most of these
too.
stories will, honestly.
Me too.
I
Because
think back often on a lot of our listener stories.
I try not to.
Do you?
I try really hard not to.
Oh, it just washes over my mind like a wave.
It only comes to my mind in the early morning hours
When you're all
in
alone.
between Ryan leaving for work and me getting up for work. If I wake up and I'm alone, that's the only time I think of these stories. That's it.
I'm sorry.
Not before
Probably
I'm going
the-
to bed.
Possibly the worst time. So our final story is Marin from Instagram. I have a story I really want to share for any of your future listener stories. Keep in mind, English is not my first language, so I will try my best explaining, and sorry if the sentences sound a bit weird. They don't. They sound perfect. All these people who are like, English is my second language, they speak better English than most of the people I see.
It's actually
around here.
like proper English. Yeah. Like all the, like any podcast I listen to with like Reddit stories and like, English isn't my first language. And it's the most beautifully crafted sentence I've ever heard. And then all of the English speakers are like,
They done did that.
I was just about to say they done did it. Oh my God. You read my mind. But
No.
yeah,
Yes,
literally.
it's true.
I was literally about to say they done did it. Okay.
That's the most egregious.
It is. Okay. Continue.
It was a nice summer afternoon, and me, around 13 years old at the time, and two of my older brothers, we'll call them N and R, decided that we wanted to make marshmallows. So we made a campfire in the backyard. We had all the stuff and started making marshmallows. I asked R if he could look inside to see if we had any chocolate. Me and N just waited outside till we heard the door open and saw what we thought was R walk up to us. He walked up to us, but stopped at a bush around 5 meters away. Me and N just thought he was joking around and that he maybe was trying to scare us. We were saying things like, where could R be?
Oh no.
I don't think he's about to scare us, just to be sarcastic. Then we heard the door open again. This time, R walked up to us again, but he didn't stop at the bush and instead told us he didn't find any chocolate. Me and N were shocked. We asked if he was pranking us. He had no clue what we were talking about. I checked behind the bush, nothing. I have more siblings, so I went inside to ask if anyone went outside. They all said no. And I told them about what happened, and of course, no one believed me because I am the youngest. Me and N really saw something or someone walk up to that bush, and at first it wasn't scary at all since it looked exactly like R. We both saw it clear as day. We still talk about it a lot since we are really interested in those kinds of things and have no clue what happened that day. Thank you so much for sharing and keep up the good work.
Thank you. Question mark.
Thank you for sharing this story with us. Honestly, we really appreciate it. But that is so scary. Just mimicking someone you love, like, or like you're close with.
I was just about to say, so it's a mimic.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Just hanging out in her backyard.
Oh.
I'm
No.
just waiting for you to have a reaction.
No, I'm horrified.
That was really scary.
Where did it just disappear after
Right?
that?
You know what? That kind of reminds me when we talked about our mimic, when we talked in our mimic episodes, how they had I don't remember what it's called. Maybe like a Vardoger or something like that. It's from a different region of the world
I don't know.
where the person comes into the house and you hear them come in, you see them walk
Uh-huh.
through the door and they go, and then like 10 minutes later, the same person does the same thing. Like it's kind of like a
Yes.
precursor to their entering.
Yeah.
That's what it felt like. But the fact that it stopped far away behind a bush, almost
you
like it was hiding.
really see it.
Yeah.
Oh no.
I just gave myself chills.
Yeah, that just kind of hit me because I'm like, my hand just went numb.
Just the hiding behind the bush really got me. Just kind of staying back. They saw it.
I know, and the fact that they're like, oh, hope you don't scare us. What would have happened if R didn't come out and they went over there?
Oh,
Was it actually like,
what was its plan? Like, what did it want?
yeah. I hate that. I hate that a lot.
I didn't think about that.
Like, what if they were like, oh, someone's gonna scare us, ha ha ha, and like one of them went around to like get the jump on him and scare him.
I'm getting like Babadook vibes. I don't know.
I've never seen that.
Really?
Yeah.
Another movie to add to our list.
I've heard, like, when it came out, I heard it wasn't scary, so I didn't watch it.
It was kind of scary. I liked it.
I mean, I'll watch it, but
it was a pretty good movie.
yeah.
Anyway.
Wow.
So sorry you endured that. And I'm sorry no one believed you, because I believe you.
I believe you.
100%.
Uh-huh. I
feel like this is something that would happen to us. Like, we would be outside and be like, I swear Kayla just came out and
it
like,
did.
No, it happened.
Kayla thought it was me.
You. Yeah. No, I mean, like, we would say we saw something and everyone would be like, okay.
Even Kayla would be like, sure.
Yes.
Yeah. That's kind of like everything. Like when we heard that like cougar screaming and we thought a lady was getting killed outside your window.
I'm still not fully convinced.
No,
so creepy.
I know it was because there was a lot of those
if
around
you've ever
the area.
heard like a mountain lion roar, it sounds like
they scream.
Blood-curdling woman like in pain and agony screaming.
Oh, it's really scary. Whew. But wow, I'm just trying to change the subject because I'm scared.
Okay, well, we can wrap it up. Thank you so much to everyone who sent us in stories. They're so scary.
All of these were really horrifying.
They're so good, though.
There have been some where I'm like, yeah, that's scary, but no,
There's
of these
some beautiful ones
actually got me.
Yeah.
Like, I'm actually really like kind of like sick to my stomach right now.
So keep sending them in so I can continue to make Natalie sick, because
please,
I thoroughly enjoy this.
Please. Oh yeah, I don't feel great.
I'll just say it again. You can send us your stories at ghostiespod@gmail.com via email, or you can send us a DM on Instagram. That's at ghostiespod. Also, we've mentioned it a couple times. We have our little loose leaf show.
If
it's
you
basically
care.
our warm up. If you care, it is literally rambling nonsense. It's fun for us. So we're gonna keep doing it, but it's linked down in the description if you want to go check that out. It's only on YouTube.
Yeah, and our sister described it as spying on us because it's literally just our talking to get warmed up before we record anything.
Mm-hmm.
So,
and we talk about whatever just pops into our brains. Literally everything.
Most of the time it's nothing.
All of the time it's nothing. But it's still good fun.
So yeah, if you want to check it out.
Don't forget, if you're on podcast, to rate and review us. That helps us a lot, kind of get out there and grow a little more. And if you're on YouTube also, to grow and get pushed in the algorithm, go ahead, like, subscribe, comment on this video. The comments really help us, so if you can do that, and let us know what you thought of these stories.
Yeah,
also comment back
chat
to some of these people. I'm sure they'll read the comments.
I still want to talk about the vortex thing, so
yes,
let me know what that is.
Have any ideas? But we're so excited to be going on this adventure with you guys, and we'll see you next Monday.
See ya.